Hi, my loves. Welcome to the Joyous podcast. You guys, I'm so excited about today's reading. I woke up and I'm like, okay, let's see what we're gonna add focus to today. How do I say it? What else do we add focus to in our life, right? This is how you say it. I'm so excited. Let's see what we need to know today and what our spirit team, our higher self, our soul wants to share with us today. Maybe later today, I will sit down and record and share with you what I'm going through based on yesterday's two reading, which for me were like yesterday's and the day before yesterday's reading. But we'll see. Okay, what do we need to know today? Let's do this. Also, why did I say yesterday's two reading? And then yesterday and the day before yesterday reading. When they are readings. Sometimes my English is just not there. Not here with me. Okay, let's see. What do we need to know? Follow your desires. Follow your desires. Remind yourself often of them. Remind yourself what you want and why you are here for. Like, it's even not that. It's even not why you're here for, but what leads you through the darkest times. What what sparks ideas within you, what sparks desires and inspiration within you. What is that? Remind yourself of that. Maybe do a journaling practice on that to remind yourself. And also, there is something about money. I would say, think also about, this desire maybe somehow connected with something material. Not necessarily earning money, but maybe earning money. But maybe where do you want to live, or what do you want to buy, or maybe how would you want to make money? I don't know. It doesn't resonate it doesn't resonate with me. But maybe it's not just, for sure, this reading is not just for me. It's a collective reading that I do for myself and my listeners. So maybe it will resonate with you. Or I don't know. You know what? I just need to listen to it again, after I'm done. And for now, I will be focusing more on the you message, because that way I will not be stopping myself because I don't feel resonance with me. So if I was just doing this reading for my client, for example, I would say that there is this part in that desire of yours, in what sparks ideas. There is this desire to create money from this. There is this question of money coming up when you think about it in some capacity. I'm not sure which, but you are sad. It makes you feel sad that you can't maybe make as much money as you want on this. Or maybe I'm trying to speak and at the same time find a cat hair in my mouth. I did. Okay. You have this hurt feelings. You have this sadness inside of you that it feels like this narrative inside of you goes like, I'd like to do more of this, and this is what, if I say sets my soul on fire, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I mean it in a good way. If I do this, what really brings me joy, and this thing that, if I'm completely honest with myself, it sounds like if I could just be free and do this, I would be happy. What is this? When you think about this, it has this, sour flavor. I would even say bitter flavor of you can't fully do what you want because of something, and you have this sadness around it. Maybe it's about money. Maybe you think that you can't do it because you won't be earning as much. Maybe you tell yourself that you not tell yourself, you actually believe, you have the story inside of you that you can't do this for some reasons that make you really sad. You don't, like, when you do that, when you drown in your sadness and drown in your stories that make you sad, you don't see all the people who need you, and you don't see all the people who can help you. Because again, we talked about this yesterday. I think yesterday. Well, for sure yesterday. But I don't remember in which episode exactly, because yesterday I published 2 episodes. But we talked about this energy of the problem versus the energy of the solution. This is again that conversation. You don't see how, and you just, accepted that it's impossible because you just don't see how. And for you, maybe it feels like you know the principles and you know exactly what I mean by like the energy of the problem versus the energy of the solution. But in your head, this situation around your desire is like, but this is different. And here it's really impossible. And every time you hear that in your mind, I talked about this somewhere, maybe on my Russian podcast. I talked about this, that like you see more and more, you implement more and more the law of attraction in your life, and you see more and more results. And at the same time, you still have, we still all have these specific areas of our life where we're like, but this is different, but this needs to be solved somehow else, I was giving an example about first it was with money for me. I was like, I manifested love. I got out of debt. I manifested my dream man. What else? I moved to another city, and then I'm like, but the problem with money needs to be solved differently, because money works in a different way, and you need to know how to work with them, and blah blah blah, and all that. And it's a trap. It always is a trap. And then I healed my relationship with money, and I started implementing the law of attraction principles, and I started making more money, and I feel abundant and grateful and amazing. And now I know that money works the same way as everything else. I mean, you work with money the same way, implementing the law of attraction. And then I was like, but my skin problems are completely different, because to solve those problems I need to know more and more and more about skin and how it works and all this stuff. And I already know a lot, but it doesn't help. And when I noticed this thinking pattern within me, I was like, oh yes, I've been in this trap before with my money situation. And it's still the law of attraction, and you can know as much as you want, and still have skin problems, because you still you know a lot about skin, but you still think that you're destined to be with unhealthy skin, because this is how it is, and this story will manifest over and over and over again. And so, returning back to our reading today, when you drown in your sad stories about how it's impossible for you to just do what you want to do, you don't see all the powers, all the energies, all the people who need you and who can help you and who want to help you, because they need you in their circle, And one day you will be teaching this again. One day you will be a teacher of this. But for now, you just need to realize your power. You just need to realize that too is what you create. And even this tough situation is still very easily influenced, can be very easily influenced by your attitude, by your sense of inner power. And when you accept that you create your reality, even in this area of your life, you can do whatever you want. And again, we talked about it yesterday. This exercise comes to mind where become the teacher of this right now. Start teaching other people that. See it within you and start sharing how you are going through this. And that will put you into the chair of the of an observer, of your life. And from that perspective, you will see it clearly. You won't believe in your fears and in your sad stories anymore. And become the teacher of this already, right when you're in the process of it. This is the message that I receive more and more often for people, like for my clients and for myself. It's not like one day you will be a teacher of this, but for sure you will. It's like become the teacher of this now. See this now, address this now, and help as you are going through this and pulling yourself through this, and healing this. At the same time, help other people see it and lead by example. And leading by example, means sometimes that you are in the messy situation, in the mess of it all, but you're still leading yourself and you're showing your story. Maybe not all of it, but maybe all of it. I don't know, whatever resonates. So, and your spirit team, our spirit team says, make a wish. Just make a wish and hold on to this wish, hold on to this vision, and let all I want to say this again, but I don't want to say it because I know that it's scary. And yeah, I need to sit down and just talk to you about this, what I'm going through, and honestly share this story. But I wanted to say, hold on to your vision, make a wish, and then hold on to your wish and envision yourself having it, and let all the hell break loose. And by that, the last time I said it, I don't remember where. I think on my YouTube live, I shared that what it meant really. It was a story about me streaming on Twitch when I quit Twitch, and I haven't streamed for 2 years. And then one day I just wake up and I hear this desire within me, it would be so nice to start streaming on Twitch. And I was shocked. I was like, what the hell? When I said goodbye to Twitch, I thought I said goodbye to Twitch for good. I was not going to return there, And I was like, I'm a life coach. I knew that I needed to, this felt like inspiration. This felt like inspired guidance. And I knew that I needed to follow that, but I was so scared to follow that. I was like, oh my God, what will people think? What if nobody is gonna watch me? And what the hell? I didn't want to come back. I thought that, that Twitch is like a closed chapter in my life. And I did a tarot reading for myself. And there was that phrase, let all the hell break loose. I shared more of this on my live stream, and I wanted to add all my videos from YouTube here on the podcast to the podcast, and I will share that video. But yeah, and so what it meant, what I realized after, when was it? Okay, I don't remember exactly the story, but I think I did that reading after I streamed. I was so scared, but I was scared for a week, and I didn't act on that inspired guidance for a week, and then I did. And then I was doing a tarot reading for myself and asking okay, what's next? I did it. And how is it gonna change my life? Show me, let me know. And the answer to that was let all the hell break loose. And I was like, do I want for the hell to break loose? What does it mean? What hell? What's gonna happen? And the message, as I remember, was let all the hell break loose, and then look at what comes up, and then burn it to the ground and dance on the ashes. And I was like, what ashes? What's gonna come up? Like, what's going on? I don't know. And during that day, I found out what it meant, because after I streamed, the first 2 hours I felt euphoric about this. I was like, oh my god, why did I ever leave? I feel so good. Like, I enjoyed this so much. And then it spiraled down to, what was I thinking? I never wanted this. Like, oh my god, what does it mean? And like all the fears, all the stories, I thought I faced them and healed them, but I actually just escaped them for a little while, and then they all came back, and I was like, oh, and I need to let all that come up and then burn it all and dance on the ashes. Like, and this is the message I hear now, and like I know that it can be scary, but it's actually exciting. Like, we are at the level of, how do I say it? At the level of self-consciousness, conscientiousness. I don't know. We're at the level of our spiritual growth where it's exciting for us to see. And when we are able to observe our feelings and observe what comes up and all the programs and all the stories, we're capable of handling this. And so the advice is this: make a wish, hold on to this wish, embody it, and let all the hell break loose. Let's see what's gonna come up. And let's stay calm, and let's see when when all the shit hits the fan, let's see what desires are underneath it, because it will uncover them. And like, if we look at the whole reading as the hero's journey, I would say that like, we are at the point A, we just had this soft desire and we were like, okay, let's just follow it. But then we got stuck with something material, like something that made it impossible, either money or like your location or something else. Like, it made it impossible, and it made you really, really sad. It was like a trauma in your body that you can't follow exactly that dream, and it's like so dreamy and so juicy, and you can't, and it made you really, really sad. But this activated a lot of power in the universe, where the people, the souls, the spirits that wanted you, that like were pulling this desire from you, no, like, they were a vibrational match to this desire, because they needed you to do the same, because it was like this desire was somehow, even if you don't know how, it was somehow for the people too. And those souls, those higher selves that needed this from you, were like gathering together to help you see that like you can do this. And you became a teacher at some I don't know, capacity, maybe a teacher of something else, but you, like, it helped you to feel the power within you already, even if not about that desire, but you grew and you started feeling your power and your ability to create your reality. You became the teacher of something for some people. And now from that perspective, you are ready to become a student again, because like you never quit that role anyway. You were a student who was teaching like students, other students, the same thing. It's like, the grade system, like you are, I don't know how to, I don't know if the system is different in Russia and in not in Russia, but in wherever you are. But it's like you're in the 5th grade and you're learning from those who are in the 7th grade, but you're teaching those who are in the 1st and 2nd and 3rd and 4th grade, right? And so you were still a student, but like this experience helped you to realize that you are more capable than you think you are. And now you're ready to open up this inner child again, like to stay connected, to start being connected again to that original desire, because it's still within you. Maybe you're like a few years older, but you still have this desire within you, and you're now ready to follow it, because you're ready to follow it. Become the student again, become this child with an open heart again, who just wants this desire, even if they don't know how, but they just do. And let all the universe reorganize around you, and to bring you in peace, I want to say, to where you want to be. Because it will be peaceful for you if you learn to, like, if you not learn, you know how to observe yourself. But if you are not, and again, I want to say, but if you're not scared, but again, like, you know how to be scared and still shift through that fear and sit with that fear, and like observe it and see what it will show you and what are the original desires. Because, like, as Abraham Hicks say, when you feel fear, it means that you're looking in the opposite direction of your desire. Look the other way, right? But what I'm trying to say here is that, like, this situation, like, you're capable of handling this. Because, like, the tower in tarot, in my experience, is something that, like, that needs to be torn apart, needs to be broken, because, like, it stands on your way, and it's time for it to maybe, like, you didn't see it coming. Because, like, when we compare the death card in tarot and the tower card in tarot, in my experience, the death card is like a huge transformation, maybe not huge transformation, but a transformation that you saw coming. And tower it can be like, it can take you by surprise. You maybe didn't expect it, but you wanted it, and, like, it was so needed. And this transformation is going to happen, and it's not your job to make this transformation happen. The universe will. You just hold on to your desire. Don't let go. Don't get discouraged. Don't listen to your sad stories anymore. And you will, like, and your material situation, like, whatever stopped you before, your location or money situation, or, like, whatever else, this will be solved so easily. It can be solved so easily. You can't even imagine, but imagine it's already solved, and stay in that energy. Because that embodiment of this dream coming true will help the universe to reorganize. Like, it will show the universe what exactly to reorganize, because now you're capable. Now you can handle it. Now you can just observe your sad stories and not buy into them. And this is what today's message is about. And oh my God, this is so powerful and exciting, and I need to re-listen. And, like, you guys, if it resonated with you, share. I would love to talk to you about this. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'm at Dasha Thanks. And that's all for today. And maybe later today I will record an episode and share with you what I think about these three latest collective readings. I think I will keep this as a I don't know the word actually. In Russian it's rubrika, but, like, no, I don't know. I don't even know. Hold on, I'll check. Yeah, I still don't know. I checked the dictionary, but I'm not sure. It's like either category or section or whatever. Like a separate section of my podcast where I will be posting collective readings, and also my my episodes, like where I just share with you, and I need to somehow make them look different, so, like, you would know where is the collective reading and where is the, like, where are just me sharing my thoughts. Okay, but, like, that's all I wanted to share with you in this episode, and I would love if you shared the feedback with me and share how this reading is about your life and what insights you got from it. And I will talk to you next time, and I love you, kisses, and have a good day.